Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? सुने आ रहा है अब? हेलो? हाँ ठीक है. Okay, so without further ado, let's get going. Now I understand that you're able to see me, you're also able to hear me. Okay, so I can speak in English. I will speak in English and Hindi also. And you can also ask questions anytime if you have any questions. Feel free to put your questions in the chat box. Okay, now basically I have created a small uh, presentation for you guys to understand what these terminologies are. Is because unless and until you learn the uh, logic, you will never be successful. You may get 90% in exam by just knowing, okay, I need to do debit, I need to do credit, those kind of things. You may try to do the sums 20 times and learn it, but that will not help you in real life. So I'm an industrialist. I've worked for almost 20 years in the industry, so I understand what is required. So I'm preparing you in a sense where you will become employable, inshallah, as soon as you finish your course. Okay, so let's understand what a capital is. I've used very simple terminology for you to understand, and there's a lot of use of images. In future we'll have a lot of animations also to make the discussions very interesting, simple, and you'll be able to, and I'll be providing you a lot of quizzes, online quiz, so that we understand how much you've understood whatever has been taught. So it's not just going to be, it's going to be a complete full-fledged course. Okay, so now what a capital is. Capital is basically the money which the owner puts into the money, into the business. It could be in any form. It could be cash, or it could be his bank balance, money in his bank account. It could be furniture, it could be building, it could be machinery, it could be motor vehicle, it could be anything. Anything which has monitorial value. अगर बेचेंगे तो पैसा आएगा, वो सारी चीज़ें कैपिटल में शुमार हो सकते हैं. But generally people invest money. Okay, so either it will be their own money or it will be a loan that they would have taken. But for the company, it is actually money coming into the business. First thing you need to understand is, although you are the owner of the business, but the company still needs to pay you back. It's like, in order for you to understand this, I give a very simple example. अब समझो ईदी मिलती है. Okay, for example, on a festival, you get money. On a festival you get money from your elders, your friends, especially when we are young in age. At that time money is given to you, and you give that money to your mother so that you don't lose it. So although your mother has the money, but you own it, you will keep asking it, where's my money? Like that, although you are the owner of the business, but once you give the money to the business, you expect the company to give you back that money. Not only what you invested, you want the company to give you profits as well. So that is why it's a liability. We'll come to what a liability is, but for now just understand what a capital is. Capital is the amount invested or put into the business by the owner. So over here what you need to focus on, the keywords is, it's the amount invested in business by the owner. Okay, so it has to be an amount, should be invested in his business, not anybody else's business. It has to be in his own business, and it has to be by the owner. By the owner. Okay, that is capital. I'm sure with this you're clear. Now let's understand the opposite of that. Now let's understand what drawings is. Drawings is what the owner withdraws from the business for his own use. Like for example, if uh, his children, he wants to pay school fees for his children, or he wants to go on a personal trip with his family, or he wants to buy his clothes. All these are not business expenses. These are his or her personal expenses. So any money he takes from the company, we will consider that as drawings. So the key words you need to remember here is the owner needs to withdraw, remove money for personal use. If money is withdrawn for personal use, it is called drawings. Whereas if money is put into the business by the owner, it is called capital. So they are the opposites. Capital actually increases the owner's share in the company, and drawings reduces the physical cash in the business owned by the owner. Okay. So now let's come to what an income is. Okay. Income is when you sell for money, you get money, right? Here this girl, you can see she's selling. You can sell either products or services. Like here a doctor is there. He's not selling any product, but he's selling his services, his consultancy, his knowledge, his advice. So this is service. So when you sell services or products or both, then and you must get money. That is called income. So is it clear? I'll repeat it again. If you sell services or products or both and get money for it, that is called income. Now let's see what expenses are. Expenses is the opposite of income. Instead of sell, here you buy and you have to pay money. As you can see, this man is paying money, and here she is paying through a card. It could be for services or it could be for products, whatever. The basic concept here is you need to buy. So money is going out from the company. You have to pay money. In return, you'll either get service or you get product. Okay? Now, let's see what a customer is. Now, we have heard this at first PUC, sundry debtors. The word sundry debtors. Sundry debtors are nothing but credit customers. I missed out the word credit. Let me add that for you. Credit. Credit customers are sundry debtors. Okay? Is from to whom we sell, not from whom, is to whom we sell. The products to whom we sell, they are our customers. Okay? And any credit customer is called a debtor. Okay? Debt यानी कि कर्ज, वो हमारा कर्जदार है ऐसा. So if we buy we buy on credit. If we buy on credit, then it is called sundry creditor. Sundry creditor is the opposite of sundry debtor. In sundry debtor, they buy from us on credit, and in sundry creditor, we buy from them on credit. So that's the difference. Right. Now, Let's look the next one. Okay, what is appreciation? Okay, now generally I have taken a property to show you this, because generally, I'm sorry, something has happened. Okay, yeah. So I'm having a little bit of issue with my power. Let me connect my power cord. So okay, so basically, if there is an increase in the value, increase in monitorial value, that is called appreciation. Generally, you have properties, your father or your grandfather might have bought it for maybe few lakhs. Today it is in 50 lakhs or crores. So anytime the market value of a product, if it goes up, that is called appreciation. Okay, and the opposite of that, now in this case I've used a damaged car. A damaged car indicates that you cannot get the same price. Even though the car doesn't get damaged, most of the products, they decrease in their market value. As you can see, there is a crash landing here. So it indicates that the value of your product, because if you take uh, any motor vehicle or anything in real account terms, uh, there is a depreciation of about 15 to 20%. That means in the matter of 5 to 7 years, the book value of the product becomes zero. Though it may have some market value, but we write off that. Okay, that is depreciation. Appreciation is when the value increases, and depreciation is when the value decreases. Okay, now let's see what an asset is. Okay, an asset may also be directly in cash form, or it could be a building, it could be cash or building, a motor car, goods stock in hand, goods that you have. So anything of this sort, these things we can call them fixed assets, which I'll take it later in the next session. uh, Fixed assets, and these can be termed as current assets. Irrespective, basically what an asset is, in simple terms, asset is that you will receive money if you give it away. Like if you sell your property, your car, or these goods, you'll receive money. You'll receive money in future. The cash which you already have, yes, that is liquid cash that you directly have. But all other things are not directly in the form of cash, they are formed in some other kind. Even the money in your bank account, you cannot directly get that cash. You have to go to an ATM or you have to go to the bank. Okay, nowadays you can do online transfers, that is also possible. Okay, now that is an asset. So let's see what a liability is. Liability is that you have to pay in future, and in this also you have short term liability and long term liability, that we can discuss in the next class. So basically, just remember, it's the uh, obligation to pay in future, that is a liability. That's why I've shown you a credit card. See, some people may have bought a lot of things, they think that these are assets. Actually they are not assets unless they own it. Till the time they own it, that is still bank's money or somebody else's money, which you have to pay back. Sometimes people cannot pay that, so then bank comes and takes your vehicle, your home and other things. So you don't have that. So that's why I've used this image. It could be personal loan also, it could be business loan, home loan, any kind of loan. Basically, even if for example, if you borrowed money from your friend or your father to start a business, they will keep, after some time they'll start keep pestering you, uh, give my money back. So that means you have to pay it back. So basically liability is obligation to pay in future, whereas asset is entitlement to receive money in future. Okay, so after that, let's see what else we have. Okay, I think I have stopped over here, just to make sure that the session is not too long. So let's recap what we learned. So a capital is the amount put into the business by the owner in his business, not be somebody else's business. Then it is termed differently. That I'll discuss in next class. If the owner removes money for his personal use, it is called drawings. Now, if the company sells services or products, like for example, Geo is selling data, so that's a service. Okay, whereas Geo is selling phones, that's a product. So, same company can sell service as well as product to get money. That is income. Because if you don't get money, then it becomes charity. It's not, you cannot call it as income. And if you buy something, it could be service or it could be product, and pay money for it, that's called expense. Now, those customers who buy from you on credit, they are called sundry debtors. Okay, to whom we sell or who buy from us, either of the two. Okay, yeah. And then those who buy, from whom we buy, is from whom we buy. Okay, they are suppliers. And if we buy on credit, let me add that word here. We buy on credit. Let me increase this. Okay, if we buy on credit, otherwise they are not. It will not be termed as sundry creditors. Okay, so then, if the value of anything which goes up, which you own, you must own it. It's not that your neighbor owns a property and you say that's an as thing. Any value that goes up of any object, that is called appreciation. It could be a physical object, it could be a non-tangible object. जैसे कि जैसे कि patents हुआ, copyrights हुए, all these things, goodwill, all these things physically they don't exist, but there is a brand value for it. Like for example, if they hire Ranveer Singh, he charges maybe 10 crores. But if they hire Salman Khan or Shah Rukh Khan, they have to pay like 30, 40 crores. So where is that value coming from? It's a brand. And that brand is also non-tangible. So if the value goes up, if his movies are doing well, his value will go up and it's appreciation. And if movies are going flop, value will come down, that is depreciation. So depreciation is value going down. Now, assets are money in some form which you can get in future. It could be in the form of a building, a motor car, or goods in hand, or physical cash, or cash in bank, anything. So that is an asset. That means you have the ability to get that, to receive in future. Okay, and if you have to pay to the bank or anybody, you have to pay to your creditors also, that is also a liability. So liability is basically your obligation to pay. Obligation means आपको करना ही है, आपको छुटकारा नहीं है उससे. You can't say okay, I don't want to pay. It's not like that. You have to. It is a must. Okay, and then that's it. So That's about it for today, Idris. And who else has joined us? Haider Ali and anybody else who's joined us. Thank you for joining. So we'll have these type of sessions, and let's confirm tomorrow on WhatsApp group. Tomorrow, what time? 5:30 to 6 looks ideal. We'll set it up and we can discuss further. I'm signing off for today. Thanks for joining once again, and see you in future. Hope this session has helped you. I wish you all the luck. Bye for now.